All right. All right, guys. I'm here downtown LA near the Wii Spa for the supposed possible round 2 of the shenanigans that's going to happen. There are plenty of cops in the area. Antifa apparently came through and tagged a bunch of buildings last night. So thank you for those of you that sent me funds to help plan this trip. It's been a crazy trip so far. If you followed my social media platform, I didn't even put any links out. Oh well, YouTube. But I've had the FBI contacting me recently and harassing me, in my opinion. And then I am now getting the blunt end of airport security. I was so thoroughly screened at the airport yesterday that I had to miss my first flight, and they had to give me another flight. They swabbed every single one of my items in my possessions for signs of explosive, which if any of you know me, that's nonsense. I don't have anything to do with anything like that. But they patted me down so thoroughly, like rubbed my genitals. Did not like that. Wasn't a fan of that. So I'm gonna just walk around here and show you some more of the graffiti that's going on from last night. Police are out in droves today. I don't know the LA dynamics so much, so I don't know how much is going to go on today, because there's a lot of police presence out here, but we'll see how that is affected. Here's a crowd up here, kind of walking in blind. Not really sure who the red team and blue team is yet. So they came and tagged this housing building here last night. Who are you? Housing, sewers, services, not sweeps. So there looks like a good presence of police up here. I see some people in block, a lot of people not in block. There's the green hats. So I think I'm walking up on Antifa right now. There's Antifa over there on the other corner, wearing the pink block. Solidarity with trans, I guess. Here's a very large police presence here this morning. Looks like 50-ish people here so far. This looks like mostly an Antifa crowd, so I don't know where.
Commanding officer of Rampart Division. The southwest corner of Rampart and Wilshire, the southwest corner, is going to be occupied by law enforcement officers as our operation area. We're going to close it off. We're going to put tape, and this is going to be an intersection that we will utilize for the duration of this protest. I'm asking you voluntarily to move over to the northwest corner. That area has been designated for you to safely protest and exercise your First Amendment right. I'm asking you for your cooperation, please. I will give you a few minutes to start walking to the northwest corner. Please cooperate with this order.
It can't be heard past the first line of people.
Y'all just shot someone with a knife yesterday. Maybe you should go deal with that. You blew up a block roughly 3 weeks ago.
a little bit more important than walking by.
I'm asking you again, please walk over to the northwest corner, your designated safe protest area.
Standing in the red zone, you're gonna get cited.
What do you say?
You're standing in a, it's closed.
But the street is closed off, right?
No,
Though.
no, there's the don't walk. You're standing in the roadway. The street is not closed off. It's still open for traffic. The car's still able to go. You're gonna get cited. Get on the sidewalk.
All right. It looks like you had the street closed off, so I didn't think this crosswalk was set. So the police are harassing me for being in the crosswalk, a closed off intersection. There's no car traffic here. There's no reason why someone shouldn't be able to be in that crosswalk. It's a ludicrous application of the law.
I'm asking everyone.
So I'm gonna just go and film the area here real quick, do a perimeter walkthrough. What's up, CJ? I don't know if you just watched, but they're gonna arrest people for going in this crosswalk against the light here, even though the road's shut down. So be careful.
This is secure over here. You're welcome to go on that side of the street if you want.
All right.
This is secure over here.
I don't have the right to walk through here.
No, this is closed. We have this secure for our command post.
All right. Where is the
other side.
where are the boundaries of the secure area?
Okay. The designated protest zone is the northwest.
I'm not
corner.
protesting.
Okay. Are you media?
I'm independent press. I'm here to film this situation.
That's the northeast corner. That's the designated press post area for you guys to do your press. Yes, that's
as far as I understand my rights, I'm free to walk around the city and film.
You are.
I'm not Antifa. I'm here to film this event.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm saying is that the designated press area is the northeast corner. This here is part of our command post area that we're operating in.
But the way you're framing that is that I have to stand in a certain spot to be press, and I don't think that's the law.
That's the designated press area.
So you keep encroaching on me. Please give me my space. I'm trying to walk away from you.
So just if you want to go on that side of the street, you can.
All right.
Okay?
I'm just walking. I'm filming on a public street.
I understand all the.
I'm not committing any crime. Please stop walking
that.
towards me. I'm trying to give you space. Please stop walking towards me and aggressing on me. I'm not committing any crimes.
I'm talking to you.
You're getting in my bubble.
No, there's no bubble, buddy. You can go over there. That's the designated press area. If you want to be pressed, but don't walk up behind the officers here.
So the LAPD is taking a stance of just trying to remove the situation without seeking justice.
Right? You gotta stay out of the street.
The crosswalk sign is go right now. We can be in the crosswalk right now. So this is this kind of situation where I am not a fan of backing the blue, because they're arbitrarily using laws to intimidate people to comply with giving up their rights. I have the right to be here. It's a public area. This is a public street. I have the right to film here. They can't tell us to go stand on a corner somewhere. That's not how freedom works. So even though they clearly have this street shut off, they're not letting traffic come through here. They're telling people that they're going to get arrested for being in the sidewalk, even though the police are in the street right there. So
Los Angeles Police Department needs this southwest corner so that we can protect the rights of everyone here present today.
You looking at me?
Blow up neighborhoods. There's motherfuckers with knives, bicycle parks, nothing.
You guys, come on, let's move it across the street. It's
So-
really okay.
not at all legal for them to be telling us where to stand. It's a public street, public area. They have no business telling us where we can and cannot stand on a public area. I mean, if people want to, if the police want to keep law and order, just actually use the law. Don't use the law arbitrarily against the citizens. Very.
With anybody?
What do you say?
You're with anybody? You're just by yourself?
I'm independent.
You're independent? Then
Yeah.
you probably don't belong here.
Well,
Oh yeah, great. You want to dox me? Don't give a fuck. Nobody's
I'm not
gonna
trying to
come
dox
find
you.
in the hood.
You're threatening me, so just stay away from me, okay?
threatening you? Really?
You're trying to
by
intimidate me.
yourself?
Yes.
You're by yourself and you're independent. What are you here for? Then
I'm
you're
here-
not here to document like anything that's healthy for anybody.
I'm here to
right?
document this event.
But like I said, you're not here to document anything that's healthy
Well,
for anybody.
well, you don't need to be here either.
I'm actually here in support of trans lives.
I'm in support
As
of.
somebody that's part of the LGBTQ community.
I'm
So
here to
not
document the
trying to
event
show
and
your
to
view.
show the difference between the two stances.
So what's your stance then? That's what
I think that trans people deserve.
obviously
I
we're
think
here
trans
for
people
what we
deserve to be
deserve.
treated with dignity and respect and allowed to have their freedom. I also think that women deserve to feel comfortable and have be vulnerable in their private spaces.
False though, right? It wasn't even like an actual thing that happened. This person actually caused the scene within the Wii Spa.
So you're
it wasn't
saying
real. That actually
so
didn't
so
happen.
that lady that
So
claimed
there's
that.
nobody, yeah, there's actually nobody that's come out that actually was there. So
Well, there were several women in the lobby that gave testimony and stated that did happen. So
where's the evidence? Where's the evidence for that?
the evidence is those women that came
Did
into.
you see the original video?
Yeah.
So you notice how there were literally no transgender people around? Did you see that?
The evidence you're saying something didn't exist because lack of evidence, but the account of those several women is evidence.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do they have like physical proof? Like do they have like videos or pictures or anything? Or is it just word
Witness
of mouth?
testimony is evidence.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you believe, then that's on you. Okay.
That's what I believe. You're free to believe what you want to believe. I think everybody should have the right to live the way they want and think the way they want.
You do you, bro. Okay.
Very common tactic of Antifa is to have women instigate confrontation. So I know you guys can hear my voice, but can you hear the voice of the crowd and people that the camera's facing?
So you all really think it's okay for a man to go into a woman's spa?
It's a lost cause, bro.
I'm here to talk.
Arthur's not worth your fucking time.
I'm not worth the fucking time.
Where's your mask at?
I don't need a mask. It's a public place.
Anyone recognize?
Why is
Oh,
it
yeah, that's
okay
Arthur
for a
Schindler.
man to go into a woman's facility? Why is that okay?
Non-Beverly Hills challenge.
No, you're not swiping at me. No? You are not swiping
What
at
you
me.
gonna do?
Arthur, just go home, man.
Hey, no! I'm just fucking with you, bitch.
There's no need for that.
Fucking pussy.
In front of a fucking thing.
So the cops are just watching this. These people are surrounding him. She just committed assault. She just assaulted him. They're doing nothing. Police are doing nothing. They're just watching.
There's one man and one woman. That's it. You had to push? Really?
The police are just watching this. They're not stopping. That person just assaulted him and they didn't do anything about it. They're surrounding him. They're intimidating him. This is not peaceful protest. There's more and more activists coming up.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Damn, you lucky there's some fucking pigs around. Oh, he's hiding behind the president. I thought you was a man, motherfucker. Step up then, bitch.
Get back on the sidewalk. The street is open. Get back on the sidewalk. Everyone stay at the corner.
The LAPD here is to intimidate citizens to express their freedom and use their rights, and they're watching crimes happen and doing nothing about it.
Sidewalk. Sidewalk.
scary ass.
Get the fuck out of here, Arthur!
Yeah, listen to the police. Shut up.
So yeah, this is what happened when the family member.
All the time. We know that's what y'all here for.
As soon as the police leave, you know what happens. Run!
That's smart.
Or pull weapons. One of the two. They're cowards.
Y'all might as well put police for Trump.
Hey, why don't you put his ass out like you did us? Can I come over there too then?
Right there.
Right.
there. I just want to talk real quick, fool.
Why we couldn't go over there?
Come outside, fool. No one's going to jump you. Come here.
Yeah, look at this. All these
Arthur, you're not in the protest zone, Arthur.
So see, there's the first car that tried to go through here, and the police are, so this road is officially stopped off.
Arthur, you little bitch.
And they're going to use the law arbitrarily against people to say that if you're in the crosswalk against the sign, that they're going to arrest you just for being in a closed street. And it's ludicrous.
Arthur, you're not in the protest zone.
Group of police leaving.
Rampart, man, if you guys have followed much in LA, like Rampart police.
So look at the swine over here. What are they doing? They always up to some shit, yo.
Now they're letting cars go through here. Suits down there at the back of the Weeswa building. So, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm in LA. This is the corner of Rampart and Wilshire, and downtown LA. This is the Weespa. About a month ago, there was a woman that went to the front desk on camera, and she said that she was uncomfortable that there was a biological male trans woman in the women's locker room with male genitalia showing, and she and some other women were complaining to the staff. There was a little bit of a scene there. Cops are talking to the Antifa up there. But so it was about a month ago, and the main woman, she was a black woman, and she complained that there was a biological male in the locker room and it was making her feel uncomfortable, and that the person was exposing their male genitalia to the women in there and girls. I don't think it was being reported as like a flashing situation, but just walking around undressed openly in front of people, and a lot of the women were uncomfortable. So I believe it was July 3rd, there was a group of people that came out to protest, a lot of just independent women by themselves, not affiliated with anybody, came out to just protest and say that they didn't feel comfortable with that in their spaces. A group of what I'll frankly call extremists and bigoted street preacher crowd came out with their hellfire signs and just accosting people. But then Antifa also came out, and Antifa, from the footage I saw, started assaulting people. The right-winger crowd was also involved in assaults, and it kind of turned into a little bit of a crazy riot. So today, it's been planned for a couple weeks that this is supposed to be round 2 of that, and that the one side is here to, in their point of view, to argue for trans rights, and the other side is here to argue for women's rights. There are also some street preacher people here that are kind of really pushing their religious point of view, but there's differing factors here. I think this is a social situation that's growing in our society today. We don't know what the conversation between women's rights and trans rights is, because there is a clash there. Because many women feel unsafe with biological males in their private areas, like locker rooms and bathrooms. And then there's also people that suffer from gender dysphoria and transgender situations, and they're wanting to have access to facilities and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to just report on this unbiasedly today. You all know I have opinions on this stuff. I'm very strong in favor of women's right to comfort, right to privacy, the women's right to have a sense of safety and vulnerability. I think those desires and those wishes that women have are valid. I also don't agree at all with people that are attacking trans people or accosting them. You can have your different beliefs, but there's no reason to attack people. Let people live their lives how they want to live. So, and it all boils down to things like locker rooms and bathrooms, because that's where those two belief systems come to a head. And so, how is society going to deal with this situation? How are they going to deal with the fact that there are people that live their lives according to a transgender view of the world, and there are people that are biological female that are uncomfortable about that. So it's something that's happening in society today. We're trying to decide as a culture how to handle that.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me, and I mean, belief presence makes no sense to anybody, but the fact is they have this place completely taped off, protecting V-Spot from broadcasters, from the queer and allies who are here to they're here to protect. This is the showed up to protect it in the first place, and this group was stabbed by far-right
to be a right-wing side or patriot side of conservative gathering here today, but I'm not really noticing a strong presence of that. So I don't know if it's just going to be mostly the left that's showing up for this, or there's actually going to be people from the other side counter-protesting. So my stance on this is I don't think that women, especially girls, should have to see male genitals in their private areas, in their locker rooms and bathrooms. It makes them feel uncomfortable, and their comfort is valid and something that needs to be cared for. The comfort and vulnerability of women in our society is something very special and valuable, and it needs to be cared for. But at the same time, there are people that have whatever you believe about it. There are transgender people, and I don't think it's right for them to just get beat up. It gets weird when they do things like go into women's vulnerable spaces and expose male private body parts. That's highly suspicious, if you ask me. But I don't know. Try to figure out this situation with compassion and love. So you guys know that I value anarchy as a form of government. I don't think it works. because if you don't have a government, then bad people are just going to form a government, like a mafioso style government. But I believe fundamentally that people should have the right to live and act however they want, and nobody should tell other people what to do. You should be free to live and be who you are in society. Like that's the core of anarchy. Is I don't believe in the idea of authority to where one man has the right to tell another man what to do.